Hello, beautiful people. It's Robin Thomas here, also known as Braids by Ra. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so on today, I am going to be taking you all through my experience with my Knotless box braids. If you have been following my channel, you know that a couple months back, I installed my own Knotless box braids, and I've been rocking them for about 8 weeks. Well, I'm about done now. So if you're interested in knowing the pros and the cons and everything I've done throughout the duration of having this style, then definitely stay tuned. Okay, so during the duration of having my braids in, which I had in for about 8 weeks, I washed my hair probably 3 times. So I washed it right after I installed them. I washed it at my 1 month, and I washed it right before I was about to take it out. So probably like a week before I was about to take it out. And in that process, I would use the products that I'm showing you right now. And I would still deep condition and things like that. Besides that, all I would do throughout having my braids in on mostly a daily basis, sometimes I would skip a couple days. It's all cool. But I would simply spritz my hair with water, and then I would use my oil, which you're going to see coming up here pretty soon. And I would just oil my scalp, and I would massage the oil into my edges, and I will oil down the shaft of the braids to where I think my hair stopped. You always want to make sure that you are moisturizing your hair and not necessarily the weave. There's no point in going all the way down the shaft of the braids. Even like putting on my conditioner right now, I don't go all the way up. You saw me wringing the hair out at the bottom, but I don't put the conditioner all the way to the ends because my hair is not that long. I don't want to waste product by doing that. So yeah, that's really what I did for the most part. And here's the oil I was telling you all about. I really did that for the most part every other day, or almost every day, to make sure that my hair was still nice and moisturized and that my scalp wasn't itching, which it wasn't itching really at all throughout having it. My scalp is really, I don't know, I guess it's just on the drier side. Like, it just looks dry. And sometimes like flakes will, come off if I scratch it, but the scratch is just like, it's not necessarily a super itch. I don't know how to explain it. All right, so what you see me doing here is braiding the ends down, and I would actually do that to create the bohemian wave ends without having to add hair. So the smaller your braids are, like the actual braids that are installed, and the smaller the braids are that you do. So like if you did 4, the smaller and the wavier their crinkles will be. So that's just a little tip right there. All right, so these are results actually from, I think I actually only had 1 braid in to create these ends. So yeah, they're on the looser side. But these are old anyways. I'm about to again get ready to take my braids out. But yeah, so those are the ends. I really like them because it can kind of like add a little spice to it, if you're kind of tired of seeing the ends bone straight. For the most part, throughout the duration of my style, having the braids in, I didn't do much. I did plan on doing a lot, but honestly, guys, I keep saying that, like, oh, I'm gonna do so many styles. I am a super low maintenance person. One of the reasons I put braids in my head is because so I don't have to worry about my hair. I always do quick and simple styles. So I will link below styles for box braids that I do already have on my channel. But yeah, the only thing that I really did that was extra, which actually took forever, I feel like it took forever to do, I added these strings, but that was mainly because of the designs that I wanted and because the braids were small. So to be able to get the result that I wanted, I had to work a little bit. So I really enjoyed it like this. I did wash my hair many times, or wet my hair rather, many times with these in, probably like 4 times. Like I would continue to moisturize my hair with these in, and it didn't really mess it up. Unless a couple of them did come apart. Like you'll kind of see like the blue one right there, that string hanging, but it was cool. It was fun. But yeah, a reason why I decided to go ahead and take them out and not leave them in so long. So my edges are coming back. If you know, I had a baby last year and my edges were already like thin just due to hereditary. So I'm just working on nursing those. But while they are coming back, it just looks really bad. To me, it just looks really bad. And I don't redo my edges. I'm just not that person. When it's time to take my braids out, I just go ahead and take them out. But it's growing back, and I didn't want to put any weight on them. I didn't want to add a braid or anything. So I didn't really like how it looked. So yeah, I was ready. But they held up really nice. I love my new growth. Look at it. It's all nice. My scalp is, like I said, sometimes you see like some white spots. My scalp was never really itching. You know what I'm saying? Like it may be dry, but it doesn't like itch. So I don't really know why it does that. But I love, love, love everything about Knotless box braids. Washing my hair was easy. Styling it was easy. Doing every single thing was easy. There was like no extra weight. The time of washing my hair went down so much, or even drying my hair went down so much. I love and recommend these braids for anybody. I don't really have any cons. That's really being honest with you. All right, so here I'm just going to show you kind of what I do when I'm taking out my braids. All I do is kind of go along the shaft of the braids and kind of look for the hair that's sticking out. I wash my hair often, so of course I'm going to have some that's going to like poke out and say, hey, how you doing? So I'm just looking for those to find about where I need to cut. So when I find that place, it's actually like 2 spots on there that has, I was trying to show you guys, it was kind of hard, but it's 2 spots that are fraying out, and it's the end, it's the weave hair, and then it's mine. So my hair is brown, and this is like a number 1. So it was kind of easy for me to see. And I always look at it to make sure I did not cut any of my hair. Like none of my hair falls out of that. So yeah, and that's another reason why too, the brown coming in with the black, with the new growth in the front, it just wasn't looking good. And I'm a walking advertisement, so I just didn't want that. Okay, so this is how I undo my braids, take down my braids. Take 2 pieces and pull it apart. It comes apart all the way up until where my actual hair is. So if I cut too far down, as long as you're not borrowing hair, or the person that put your braids in isn't borrowing hair all throughout, that part is super easy. It's going to go straight up to your hair. So then I take the end of a comb. It can be that one or a fine tooth comb, not a fine tooth, rat tail comb. This is a rat tail comb, but I'm talking about the middle one. That would have been even better because of the size of these braids. But all I do is I just start, taking those down. It gets a little tangled because I've been washing it. So it's kind of not tangled necessarily, but, all joined together. So to easily separate that hair, I use a comb. And then I simply go in with my fingers, and I use both of my hands to do this. I find it is easier, especially around sensitive areas, without tugging and pulling. Although I'm telling you guys, taking these braids out around my edges was a piece of cake. Another pro. Like I just can't think of any cons. So yeah, this is my hair afterwards, and I detangle that. Well, I actually take all of my braids down, and then I go back one by one and I finger detangle. I don't use water. I will link a video explaining exactly why I choose to detangle the way that I do. So that's the hair that came out. Remember, I had these in for 8 weeks. So hair sheds about 100 strands a day. 8 weeks, that's a lot. Just saying. So yeah. And then here, I really was just showing you guys that I curled it. I kept it like that for like 2 days before I took the rest of my braids out. But that's all I did, and I'm going to come back with the finished results. All right, so these are the end results after taking all of my braids down. Like I said before, I do take all of them down. It just helps the process go by a lot quicker to me. And I'm just showing you my scalp. So I've had clients that ask me so many times about, the white specks that you see, from the braids, where the braid begins. And that's just inevitable, y'all. Like, lint, dust particles, all that stuff, it will get in there. Your scalp can be clean, but that part right there, it is going to keep everything that it touches. And that is just what that is. So it's just really important that after you take your braids down, you detangle really well. And then you wash your hair really, really well. But it's best to detangle before you wash it, because all of that can mat up and it can get really crazy, especially with naturally curly hair. Like, you are looking for all of your hair to come out. So that's 8 weeks right there of shed hair from detangling. Of course, more came out whenever I was washing my hair, but for the most part, this is all that came out. I'm trying to tell y'all, knotless box braids, it is not a fad. I've been telling my clients, I've been telling everybody that asks me about them, knotless box braids are not a fad. It is way too healthy of a protective style to be a fad. As long as they keep it as knotless box braids and not do that knotless box braids where they add the same amount of hair. That totally defeats the purpose. Totally defeats the purpose of this protective style. So after I detangle my hair again, this is just finger detangling. I haven't even taken a comb through it. So as you can see, I got most of those white particles or whatever off, all that debris and stuff that was on my hair. I got that off, and now all I need to do is go in and wash my hair really, really well. I have a ton of videos, but I'll be sure to link it and show you how I did it. This is a really quick recording of me washing my hair. It's sped through. It's the entire process, but it is sped through. If you would like a detailed explanation of how I wash my hair after my protective styles, after my braids, I will most definitely link it below so that you can check it out. Yeah, so I had a really good experience with my braids, and I think my hair did a really good job. I absolutely love them. I would recommend this style for anybody whose hair is in good condition. You still don't want to put weight on hair that is not in good condition, but I will most definitely suggest this style for a lot of people. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know for the people who watch my video of me installing it, let me know how it's going below. If you've taken it out, let me know your experience. I would love to talk with you all. Thank you all for watching. If you have any suggestions of videos that you want to see, please leave them below so that I can get some ideas of what you all want to see. Thank you for subscribing. And those of you who are here, I hope that you all come back. Make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss out on any videos. Make sure you push that notification box so that you don't miss out on any videos. And I will see you beautiful people next time. Peace and blessings.